satisfied Chief Justice because on my part, I did my best to protect the Constitution and the laws of Zimbabwe. History will in due course judge my efforts. While I know that it will be fair in its judgment, I hope that it will equally be kind as I assume the position of Chief Justice during turbulent times after the people of Zimbabwe had decided to take back their land. This splits the judiciary into two. One school of thought maintained that it was unlawful to repossess the land. Another school of thought, to which I belonged, was of the view that whether the land should be repossessed or not was a political issue and had nothing to do with the judiciary. Whether the land was repossessed and redistributed in accordance with the legal framework created for that purpose was the judicial issue. The judiciary held the government to account and ensured that repossession and redistribution of the land was in accordance with the law. In these circumstances, it fell on me as head of the judiciary to ensure that the credibility of the judiciary remained intact by ensuring that the executive adhered to the rule of law in its exercise of repossession and redistribution of the land. It was my role as Chief Justice to lead in the crafting of a solution that would uphold the independence of the judiciary, restore faith in the rule of law as a guiding tenet of the state, and yet give expression to the aspirations of the people to fulfill one of the main reasons why they had waged the liberation war. I look back with some degree of satisfaction that the solution that we offered collectively as a judiciary was both a statement of our independence to form our own opinions on how the law should be interpreted to serve the interests of the people it seeks to govern, and at the same time was a reaffirmation that Zimbabwe is a nation where the rule of law prevails. Our solution was based on established legal principles and did not seek to distort any established legal tenets. In that instance, the judiciary under my leadership was able to shape the jurisprudence of this country without violating the Constitution of the day.